Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We return to Grumbletooth, the disgruntled dwarf of Machleb. And we are gonna go kill us some elves. Seems like a good idea. Because we're extremely resistant to hostile enchantments. And yeah, I know I said I wouldn't be coming back here. I lied. I lied, dear viewers. I'm sorry. We don't have poison resistance, but I don't think that's going to matter in elves. That's why we're coming in here. Oh, that's not fair. Summoning stuff through walls. Armor at level 11. Cool. I'd love to get some really heavy armor so we can, make use of our really good armor skill, but I can summon things of my own. Where did he go? Did he blink behind that wall somehow? I'm not even sure what's going on at this point. I guess we're confused and surrounded by summons, and we're leaving. We're leaving. Let's get out of here. Alright. Watch one of these orcs have done the exact thing I talked about with the Sword of Distortion. Eat this Etten. Only one chunk of flesh from the Etten. That seems like I butchered it incorrectly or something. Da 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 da. This is the only amulet we found the entire game, but it's pretty good. So, I mean, it's been helping us out, I guess. 4 extra dexterity. Some walking around money. Oh, right, hostile demon. Yeah, I'm really observant. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of a rough entrance here to the elven halls. Not a lot of cover, but I think we've survived the initial onslaught, so we should be okay from here on out. Yeah, I'm not worried too much about these elves, really. A yak? Just one single solitary yak? Weird. I'm pretty sure in an earlier video I said that I had never seen that. Well, now I have. There is certainly a first time for everything. It seems reasonable to walk around with a demon in this area. Elves 1 and 2 are typically pretty easy. I mean, they can be tough for for weaker characters. Don't do it before you do the lair. But if you can take on Orc 4, you can take on Elf 1 through 3. That's a good gauge of your strength. Whoa. A basket of spiders falls from above. I guess we stepped on a trap or something? A basket of spiders, to me, is... Oh, we don't have poison resistance. We can't eat poison flesh. Oh, well. A basket of spiders, to me, is just a basket of hit points as far as Machleb is concerned. Do-do-do. I'm playing a little incautiously. I'm not thinking about the angles as I approach some of these rooms. I should be more respectful of the elven halls. But it's just hard to take them seriously when they fall so rapidly. We're gonna be on the lookout for powerful swords in the elven halls. Elves are skilled with all manner of short and long blades. You see a lot of long swords in general, which we will, periodically check out. We don't care about short blades. We're not a stabby type. Longsword of protection. Meh. It's going to have to be a really good longsword to be better than our artifact that we're wielding. Our artifact is pretty cool. It's a very big open room. It's a little bit dangerous. I'm not even going to pick up that falchion. There's a 0 chance that we will use it. We should just identify this amulet. Rage. Meh. Berserking is really risky, especially if you're not a follower of Trog. Trog lets you berserk a little more frequently than you would be able to otherwise, but not a ton. And just an amulet is certainly not powerful enough for us to really want to use it. I mean, when we switch to another amulet, aside from this Amulet of Faith, and so we can actually, change out amulets at will instead of... Because we're going to take a big piety hit when we take this off. The only reason why I've kept it on this long is because the extra dexterity. It's really nice. Extra damage. Helps us out. Clearing Elf 3, we are not going to make a very high priority. Because we are not a spellcaster. And so most of the treasure there is going to be not useful to us. There may be some good evocables. And probably some good potions and scrolls. But not... I mean, there are going to be a bunch of books. We don't care about books. We're not using them. We have a bunch, but we're not using them. La da da da. Yeah, I'm actually auto-exploring is how disrespectful I am of these elves. And just rushing in and fighting things willy-nilly. Did we get mutated? No, good, okay. It turned into... Oh, that was the blasty eye, not the mutatey eye. The green one blasts you with energy, the purple one mutates you. Eyeballs of all sorts are dangerous. Do not ever take them lightly. Yeah, we're just much stronger than these elves. I kind of feel bad for them. Not too bad, mind you. They are pansy elves. I don't know. Yeah, we're not concerned. We are a strong dwarf. Again, should not be overconfident. After Elf 2 here, we'll probably check out the shoals. Though I still don't have a source of clarity, which bothers me. We do have enough just straight-up magic resistance that we can avoid some of the... A ring of strength, eh? Ooh, and a glowing large shield. This could be profitable. Of poison resistance, huh? That's good. That's very good for us. Let's put it back onto this here. Once evocations hits level 11, we'll switch back to shields. Let me double check what we need for what is the humble shields. It's in armor. Shields, yeah. Shield value. Just a high shield skill. What does shield skill say? Oh, yeah, 25. Okay. 25 shield skill is quite a bit. But... that's fine, I suppose. Because we are going to want to be using a shield basically throughout the entire rest of the game, if we can. If we have our druthers. What's here? Oh. Piety fodder. Yeah, and that large shield is good for us. I mean, we'll throw a couple of scrolls of enchant armor into it, so it's not a drop in. Although, actually, it doesn't even... Enchanting shields doesn't increase their... It doesn't increase your armor class. It just increases your shield skill, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, it's just shield skill. So we could just switch over. This isn't doing anything for us. I mean, +1 intelligence. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, yeah, I guess we would suffer the penalty to melee if we were using that. Yeah, so we do need to train it up for a little while at least. Oh, let's not run willy-nilly into that fight. Seems stupid. When we can just back up and take care of things this way. Large abomination. Okay, or small abomination, I think. Large abomination would have been a little more problematic. Ooh, another ring. Oh, but we can't pick it up. Oh, let's try on this ring of strength. Bleh, worthless. +2 is not good. What is this? Probably a ring of hunger. Yeah. Well, lame. Very lame. What is this wand that we picked up? Fireball. Neat. Okay with that. Doesn't have many charges left, but that's fine. Doesn't concern me too much. Still just nice to have. Let's get a demon. Attack! Fly, my demon. What is this guy? I'll just... Oh, sort of venom. Yeah. Poison isn't doing any damage to us. We can tell because there's no little yellow indicator on our health bar showing how much we will be poisoned. Or how much damage we have. How much damage we will endure before the poison runs its course. It was none. None whatsoever. La-da-da-da-da. Just playing fast and loose here. Another wand of fireball. That's kind of cool. What about you, sword? Nah. Not exciting. Let's... is there anything we can get rid of? Let's just eat this lemon. Kill these elves. Ooh, a sack of spiders. A sack of spiders is pretty good. I am really excited, by the way, not to not just get destroyed by weapons of holy wrath. I've been playing a lot of demon spawns lately because the random mutation aspect is really fun. And a good golly, holy wrath is rough to deal with. But as a deep dwarf, we are not particularly susceptible to any particular type of damage. Except large doses of it. We're vulnerable to bunches and bunches of damage. And that's about it. I've been digging this passive magic mapping. I like it quite a bit. We can go ahead and use this on this shield. I'm not going to enchant these regular boots. I know it would be nice to have a couple extra armor class, but we're not hurting for it that badly, and... yeah, it's just a waste of scrolls. When we kill a gold dragon and really want to make some gold dragon armor, that's when we're going to wish we had all these scrolls, so we could enchant it up to +10 right away. Just have all the armor class. Our evasion will drop like a stone, but it'll be worth it. Now, let's just make them come to us, shall we? Ooh, you had a shiny sword. We'll check it out in a minute. We have some elves to kill. It always confuses me a little when When you come in here as a deep elf or a... Ugh, gross. As a deep elf or a high elf, and all the elves are still hostile to you. It's... I guess you're from a different region or something? Maybe they've all been corrupted by the power of Zat. The orb has twisted their minds and their hearts. Let's just eat this apricot. Okay, so Elf 3 seems like an unnecessary risk for us at this point. So let's drop some stuff off at our... Oh, let's put on our ring of sustenance. Were we not wearing a second ring this whole time? We're just... I'm so bad at this game. We'll head back to our stash, drop a few things off, and then I suppose we can try the shoals. I was about to say we could poke our head into the vaults, but it's absurd to think that the vaults are going to be easier than the shoals. Is there a lot of poison in the shoals? I don't know, but I'm going to enchant up this large shield. It's pretty good. It's good enough at least to... yeah. It's good enough to use a couple of scrolls of enchant armor on. We still have 5. I mean, ideally we'll be using artifact armor anyway and not have to spend 10 scrolls or 11 scrolls on a piece of dragon hide. Oh, this wand of magic darts we can get rid of. Gross. And this mostly run out wand of lightning, and a wand of draining, and what else? This wand of confusion seems very useful in the shoals. This wand of fireball with 2 left, not so much. I'm probably not really going to use that wand of draining. Oh, we don't need these potions of magic even remotely. Magic does absolutely nothing for us. We have no kind of spirit shield effect. Oh, and we can drop off this Amulet of Rage. Okay. I think I will go ahead and pick up this Ring of Poison Resistance. Because we obviously... I mean, it takes us, what, 6 turns? 13 turns to switch out of our one shield and onto our other shield. Yeah. That's not going to happen anytime fast. But we'll keep it on us. If we run into a level of the shoals with a bunch of, say, Javelineers, and we really want that extra shielding. Okay, the shoals. Going to the shoals. Fishy, fishy, fish. Ring of Strength. Let's try it out. It's worth a shot. Another +2 Ring of Strength. Boring. 3 armor class is better. Okay, so the shoals are these... Ooh, Isel. That is a good reason to have poison resistance. Let us retreat a little bit. Because while we, don't suffer a ton from poisonous effects and whatnot, we suffer enough that... Demon. There we go. That mesmerism was something that this mermaid did to us. I should have checked Isel for a cool quote. I don't know. Chop and eat the mermaid. We're a very barbaric dwarf. Might as well evoke flight. We're not doing it to cross deep water, more just to avoid any penalties we may incur from standing in shallow water. Tides move in and out of the shoals, so that looks like the edge of the level, I would assume. The elven halls are good for long blade wielders. The shoals are good for pole arm wielders. Lots of tridents of various stripes. Resist corrosion, not the most exciting thing. Useful if we decide to take on the slime pits, I suppose. Though I would still... well... I don't know, we have a decent number of artifacts. We still don't... I mean, we have 3 slots that are not artifacts, and that's just too many to... even with resist corrosion, even with only a 10% chance of... What is this a scroll of? A scroll of amnesia? Not very useful for us. Let's just turn off scrolls of amnesia. We don't ever care about those. If we need to forget a spell, we can hunt it down or whatever. Whatever. We're not a spellcaster. We don't care. Only if we get some like super crazy, insanely powerful equipment that allows us to just sprint through the end game, and we want to continue on to the extended end game. That is when I would consider learning some spells. But even then, very unlikely. Although, to be fair, right now we would actually not suffer much of a penalty at all. Yeah. I guess our intelligence is abysmal, so there's that. That is an argument for putting points into intelligence no matter how you are planning on playing the game. Because eventually you could switch over to spells, and having a high intelligence is often better than having a high strength or dexterity. I mean, it scales up harder in the late game. Like, strength and dexterity plateau at, I would guess, around 30. That's what I would just a rough hand. Like, I'm not, that's based on almost nothing but intuition. But I would say, yeah, they sort of peak, their plateau, rather, at about 30. Whereas intelligence is useful straight up to, 50 some odd, probably, depending on your skill training. I mean, if you have 50 intelligence, you can actually just cast spells that you pick up in other schools, even if you are not proficient in that school. That's why I like Chebritos. Just massive stat bonuses all over. All over everything. Okay, yeah, we are training evocations. Oh, we were going to start training shields. Again. So we can use that large shield. That seems good. I'd rather be able to use shields sooner than have evocations at 15, I think. We could always turn off something else, but I don't really want to turn off anything else. Our defensive stats are important to us because we have that damage shaping. The more damage we can... Ooh, Agnes, this is tricky. There we go. Ooh, yikes. Let's go for broke. Yeah, go big or go home. Took the risk in summoning a major demon. This Merfolk Impaler was also doing a significant amount of damage to us, which is why we're going to close with him and beat him up. What demon is this? This is a Green Death. Oh, it has no quotation. That's too bad. I suppose it's a Green Death is not exactly a common literary reference. Well, it's, yeah, a Lajatang of Electrocution. Yeah, that's where we took all that damage from. That and whatever this runed trident is. Could be just enchanted. Have some basic enhancement to its... Oh, I guess we don't really need this poison resistance anymore. Francis. He once bested a powerful Lord of Pandemonium in combat. That's impressive. Gaining control over the demon's realm and Thanes. That's really cool. I want a realm and Thanes. She has... Oh, it's a she. Interesting. She has a deep facial scar as a badge of honor rather than shame. She could summon demons, throw icicles, and Iron Shot. Iron Shot's pretty. And she can haste. Yeah, I bet she looks dangerous. Let's just kill this shark. Or let our demon kill a shark. Okay, Francis. Let's... Blat. Oop. Why'd you do that, Green Death? Oh, because you're just... blasting down Francis. Cool. She managed to beat a Lord of Pandemonium, but not my summoned demon. Maybe she snuck up on the Lord of Well, no, it said in combat. So some of the Lords of Pandemonium are really tough. Others, I suppose, are not so tough. I suppose it would be... I suppose I have faced fiends and, you know, greater demons of various stripes that are harder than some Lords of Pandemonium. I know that sounds crazy, but... If a Lord of Pandemonium can't cast Torment, it's just weaker than a lot of demons. That's the sad truth. Torment is just so powerful of an effect in the late game. In the early game, it's no worse than, you know, a lot of things, because it just... Okay, I think we can actually turn off our dodging for a little while. I feel like 30 evasion is probably good. Well, no, there's no reason to turn off dodging. No good reason. I mean, 20% to each of those, 1/5 of our experience gain to each of these is reasonable. Everything is going to give us benefit. Fighting is the only thing that's not at a positive aptitude, and that gives incremental benefit, so it's not like its slow train is going to... Rod of Shadows, meh. Oh, I think there was another... let's toggle, let's see, B. I'm seeing if there are any other rods. Another -2 Rod of Shadows, and a Rod of Striking. Rod of Striking is a melee rod, which is weird. You would have to be in an odd place in your character's build for a Rod of Striking to be useful. Having like a few points in staves and a lot of points in evocations. What is this business? I guess these guys were chopping up fish? Fishermen, merfolk? Fisherfolk? Javelineers. Ow. Javelineers are tough. Fortunately, we are just really defensive. Trying to see if any of these javelins hit us, so I can tell if... Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure how strong we are. Feel like we're strong. But I really don't know how strong. Let's evoke Flight. Otherwise, that water nymph is going to be a real pain to have to fight. Norris? Jeez, a lot of uniques here. Agnes, Francis, Norris. Brain Feed, Smiting, Invisibility, Confuse, Paralyze, and Minor Healing. A relaxed peace and death cultist with a healthy tan and a soothing voice. He doesn't really care if it is you or him who dies. Both would probably be the best option. Okay. Death and death alone gives meaning to life, and this meaning is entirely negative. Poulet. Interesting. We should be fine. merfolk flesh, but I suppose it will have to do. I like this sword. It seems to be doing a lot of damage. I think for this, like, that Scimitar of Flaming, I'm pretty sure that the Flaming brand just isn't as effective as... Like, it wasn't doing as much damage as our brand of Electrocution on this particular weapon because... Oh, shucks. I keep eating the wrong. Because Flaming is based off of the base damage of the weapon. Ooh, an Armor Emporium. Maybe there'll be something cool for us in here. Not really. I mean, those boots are okay. I don't relish the idea of taking a 2 penalty to our armor class. Resist cold and resist negative energy is nice. We already have 2 pips of resist negative energy, though, from our cool armor and our natural resistance. Yeah, I don't think those boots are worth buying. Those boots aren't made for walking. Or fighting, or any other such activity. Hesitant to just fly across that island. I don't know what we'd be getting into. A blowgun. Whee! Another shop. Another gadget emporium. Lots of gadget emporiums. A Rod of Inaccuracy could be okay. Oh, but it's super expensive. Eh. Not good enough. Some of the rods are really good. Like a Rod of Clouds I would be very happy to find. Polyphemus? 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 I don't know. The Odyssey. Cool. Yeah. This is the one that Odysseus stabs in the eye with a spear. He captures Odysseus and keeps him in the back of his cave, and he eats a lot of his men. And, oh, yikes. Oh, good. Okay, we were not petrified by that. Shark on land! Land shark. What is that from? Land shark. That seems like it was a Saturday Night Live or something. As long as you don't stand in that stuff, you're generally okay. Oh, we're gonna get petrified. Well, we return to stone. We still have 2 evasions somehow. Which is interesting. We're taking a... Oh, good. We can move again. There we go. We should have summoned an ally there. That's really what we should have done. Oh, I didn't realize Death Yak corpses were poisonous. Eat this pear off the ground. Just gobble it up right off the ground. Straight up off the dirt. Oh, there's Polyphemus. Polyphemus. Polyphemus? I don't know. These pronunciations. Gosh, yeah, he's hurting quite a bit. Let's do this. There we go. Ow. He's strong. He's a very strong unique. I was probably not respecting him as much as I should. This is the first time we've had to heal in a while. The Cyclops corpse of Polyphemus. We'll sacrifice him to Machleb. That fog did a decent job of obscuring his line of sight so he couldn't keep pelting us with those rocks. Those rocks really hurt. They did probably 100 damage to us over the course of that fight. We also could, you know, use some of our evocables. Book of the Dragon. I actually really like this spellbook. This is one that I've seen several times. I think this is... If I were to pick one spellbook, this would be in the running. Because it's got Flight, which is super useful. Bolt of Fire, which is a good mid-game nuke. Dragon form, which is excellent for really squishy casters without a lot of fire resistance. You could just turn into a dragon and you'll be fine. And then Dragon's Call just belches forth dragons. It's pretty neat. Or at least that's what I assume it does. I actually haven't cast it. Ever. I don't generally run characters who summon things. I don't train summoning on many of my characters. Maybe I'll try that soon. Bookshop. Bleh. Book of Party Tricks actually isn't the worst. Summon Butterflies is really useful, as is Apportation. What's our skill with this level 1 spell? No, that's level 2. Maybe we should buy this Book of Party Tricks? That seems really wise. Yes. Okay. And let's memorize Apportation and summon butterflies. Okay, so... yeah. I think it also has Blink, doesn't it? We'll leave the Book of the Dragon here. Oh, no, we'll leave the Book of the Dragon here. And take this Book of Party Tricks with us. Bye-bye, Book of the Dragon. Yeah, it has Blink, too. Huh. Might be worth putting a few points into translocations. We'll do that at some point. Actually, maybe we should go ahead and do that. Let's turn off dodging. And turn on translocations. Because just putting, 2 or 3 levels into it will go a long way to making those castable. Maybe not reliable, but at least castable. Alright, we delve onwards. Griffins, hippogriffs, all those things are in the class of many attacks, low to moderate damage. Notice us. Ooh, this siren. Let's use some major destruction on her. Of course, we miss. We ought not to abuse major destruction. Let's fly and beat her up over here. The sirens can be really tricky to deal with because they summon those spirits, and they just keep summoning them. They summon so many spirits. So many spirits. Ooh. An artifact scale mail. Daddy like. Oh, let's eat these grapes. And this sausage. I'm being a little cavalier with our permafood, but we obviously have stacked up quite a bit of Scroll of Summoning and a Scroll of Enchant Weapon too. But let's just identify this scale mail. I don't really want to... oh, well. It's terrible, so we can get rid of it. What is it with us finding all these just bad things of armor? What is this Book of Cantrips? Not good. None of those are as good as... like, Summon Small Mammal is way outclassed by Summon Butterflies at this point in the game. As odd as that is to say, it's because Summon Butterflies summons a bunch of butterflies. Whereas Summon Small Mammal summons, like, a rat. Boring. Kill these, water elementals so we don't get engulfed like that. There we go. Yeah. Engulf is similar to Constriction. It's one of those uh, sort of snowballing damage effects. The longer you are under its effects, the more damage you take. So even, I mean, we could, after a couple more turns, easily be killed by being engulfed, like not being able to breathe. Now, if you're a gargoyle, you're immune to it, because gargoyles have just so many cool things. Really want to get another one of those going. I haven't had much luck with them lately. They were a lot stronger in 0.13. They had, in addition to everything they have now, which is a ton of stuff, a whole bunch of resistances and whatnot, they also had, like, claws and sharp teeth. Or it was talons and sharp teeth, but it wasn't a high enough rank of talons to penalize you in melee combat, or to keep you from wearing shoes, rather. So, let's just use this on this scimitar. Yeah, whatever. Because I wanted to ID this amulet. Amulet of Warding. It's not bad. Amulets of Warding protect you from summoned creatures. They make you deal slightly more damage to them. I think maybe they apply sort of a passive abjuration effect. Not sure. We just have so much stuff. It's a good problem to have, don't get me wrong. Let's use this on this. Scrolls. What scrolls do we have left? Holy Word, Brand Weapon, and Silence? Okay. Good to know. I just feel like this Wand of Confusion isn't going to do anything. Oh, no, let's not remove that. Let's use a Scroll of Identify. Hey, Clarity! Okay, so is 4 points of Dexterity worth the Clarity effect? Probably. I feel like that's going to come in handy. Put us at 23 Dexterity. We'd lose some damage. And some evasion, but I think it's probably worth it. I mean, I want to take the Amulet of Faith off at some point anyway, just because it's really inconvenient to be locked into wearing this amulet, to not be able to swap things out. Yeah. Sorry, Machleb. We lost 2 points of evasion. That's not terrible. We did get back some intelligence, which actually makes these reasonable. Oh, we have a 1.5 in translocations already. Makes the... Yeah, if we can get Blink down. Blink isn't the best because it is random, but it's another escape tool. It's nice to have. Clarity is such a great effect. I don't think it'll take us too long to regain Piety with Machleb. I mean, we don't need to summon a greater demon anytime soon anyway. Not that we even lost that ability. I think the chance is just a little greater that it'll be hostile towards us. Man, another book? So many spells. Book of the Tempests. That's another really good one. Tornado and Shatter. We'll leave it. Level 9 spells are pretty much permanently beyond our grasp. These sirens, so annoying. Very hard to deal with. They just run out to sea. Let's just sort of get her out of line of sight. These harpies, annoying as they are, can't really damage us. Between our excellent defensive capabilities and our... yeah, there we go. Between our excellent defensive capabilities and our damage shaving, harpies are not a problem. Any of those sort of high-speed, low-damage creatures, not an issue for us. I mean, our defensive capabilities aren't actually outstanding. They're just good for this point of the game. Like, we're gonna need some better armor for the vaults, I think. I just really want some plate mail, but... Or some gold dragon. Gold dragon armor is hard to come by, unless you're really, really lucky and just find it lying around, which is, you know, it's happened. I've had more than 2 runs where that has happened, so it's not, you know, outside the realm of possibility. Just finding one chilling. Pardon me. It's still not something you should rely upon. I mean, you generally have to wait until you fight a few gold dragons before you can. And they really only show up in the later level of the vaults and onward. The depths, you can find them in the depths. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't sell your body to the night. Ooh, yikes. This is actually kind of a bad situation that we're in. Let's take this very slowly. Ah, this blinking, this involuntary blinking is really getting my goat. There we go. This is Roxanne's treatise on something. Oh, or just a book of the earth. Statue form is a pretty good spell. I don't like it as much as I used to. I think it maybe used to be better, too. I'm not sure. But, it's pretty good for transmuters. First time in quite a while that we've had to recharge our wand, actually. Wands of healing have a maximum of 9 charges, by the way, so don't go about trying to charge it past 9. You will be wasting your time, and you will be very sad. Can't carry that many items. Let's just read ID this. Okay, why not? In a glittering mayhem of color. That's kind of cool. Scimitar of Chaos. That basically makes it useless to us now. But we can always rebrand it later. I wasn't, you know, super planning on using it anyway. This artifact sword that we're using is quite good. Yeah. The fact that minor destruction doesn't cost piety at all is really nice. Just provides you with a good, sort of reliable ranged attack. I mean, I say sort of reliable in that you really have no idea what kind of damage you'll be dealing. But you'll be dealing some damage. I maybe should be summoning demons less now that we don't have our Amulet of Faith on. And, you know, we had to... Oh, right. Ow. Barbs. Ow. There we go. Got rid of them. Clarity is protecting us from the various mesmerizing effects of the merfolk. And I'm getting a phone call, so I will pause this video for now. But thanks for watching, dear viewers.